pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, before the roll call, this is the town board meeting Monday, October 8th, 2018. We'll do the roll call, Mike.
Russ. Here. Dave.
Here.
Carolyn.
Here.
Kevin.
Here.
Bob.
Here.
All present.
Visitors. Comments from the audience. Approval of town board meeting minutes, October 2nd, 2018.
I'll move to approve the town board budget workshop minutes of October 2nd, 2018. I'll second.
Okay, the motion was to approve the town board budget workshop minutes for October 2nd, 2018. It's been first and seconded. Is there any corrections or changes? Any discussion? Okay, let's vote.
Kevin.
Aye.
Dave.
Aye.
Bob.
Aye.
Carolyn.
Aye.
Russ.
Aye.
Motion carries 5-0.
Okay, reports. Plan Commission, Deb.
We have nothing to report at this time. We have not had a meeting for the last couple of months.
I got a call this afternoon, and there is a CSM that came through that needs to go to the Joint Plan Commission. So they have
City
called.
and us?
Pardon?
The city and us, you mean?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes, and that is for this Friday at 10. And, Mike, were you sworn in for that joint plan also?
I don't think so.
Okay, just Ken, Dave, and I thought there was a third one.
I have just Ken and Dave.
Okay, all right. So that will be, it's a CSM for Jeff Nicolai. So I called Vreeland and told him to get the stuff to everybody, so.
Okay, I'll talk to you later.
Okay. Rod is working tonight. Library, Ruth is not here. Garbage and ordinances, I have nothing. Highway, Dave?
Up until all the rains, I guess, ditch mowing was taking place. The blacktop was done on all the culvert replacements that we had done. Work is being done over on Birch. Culverts are in, the tile's in. He has to put base course on that yet. That hasn't happened. Other than that, there's a bridge report here that we got from local bridge program aid. We had, some of the board had privileged a little bit of that at the last meeting. Did you want me to go over that now?
I think there's an agenda item for one of the bridges.
Yeah, the Stott Road Bridge.
Okay.
It's under unfinished business, so we can go over
Anything
that.
else to report?
I have a question. Did we get anything from FEMA?
It's in the process yet.
Not FEMA.
We haven't heard anything on
Not
anything?
from FEMA, but from the DOT. We haven't gotten it yet, but
Do we know how much we're getting?
it's about 43,000.
Okay.
They reimburse for, I think it's 70% or 75%, depending on.
And the total was what, about 65, something like that?
It was 60, a little over 60,
Okay.
so. Town Hall Maintenance and Community Picnic Committee, Kevin.
Randy's done with the concrete. I've got to build a cage for around the gas meter on that side. Metal should be delivered at my house this week. Hopefully I get that done pretty quick and get that installed. Might have to move the rain gutter to the other side. I gotta talk to Mitch and see what's gonna be involved in that. They have to come on in there. Solutions was here, they did the patchwork, and it didn't get sprayed because of the rain. And Casey is going to, what's it, stop raining, finish up with,
Dirt.
yeah, the dirt and whatever else around on the front side. So, with Solutions, it was the estimate of $1475 to burn out the blacktop and fix it, and that's done. Included in that price was respraying the entire blacktop, seal coating it, because he's got so much left over. He was gonna throw that in on the bid, and he was gonna repaint the lines. So hopefully, if it stops raining in the next couple of days, we can get back and the whole parking lot should look brand new and be all repainted by the time we're done.
$14.75.
And then community picnic, we'll get 2 on the agenda.
Okay, newsletter, Russ, nothing there. We do have extras, which we picked up. So they're in the clerk's office. Buildings and grounds.
Nothing to report.
Well, Casey is just about finished mowing, right? I think, didn't he say he was gonna possibly do one more time?
I haven't heard from him this week.
Okay, all right, yeah,
Pretty wet right
yeah.
now.
And we do have the hall is, the water is shut off and the pipes are drained. He did all of that, so that's taken care of. Okay, clerk.
In your packet, I provided a summary of my work hours for the month of September. In-person absentee voting began Monday, September 4th and ends on Friday, November 2nd. A public test of voting equipment will be held at 10 a.m. on Monday, October 29th. I was hoping that the chief would be here because I need someone to call Chantel Manthe and ask her to cash the check issued to her in December 2017. Arla Carlson called to report a third time that road grading and snow plowing services are being neglected on Lincoln Avenue, and that Lincoln Avenue is a washboard. She states that the plowing occurs on Park Street, but not always through the curve on Lincoln. I'm wondering if someone could get back to her about that.
May I comment on that? That is not, Pat and Spencer share that road.
Okay.
So he goes around the curve, and then from the curve on down through by her place is Spencer's responsibility. And we've tried to explain that in the past, but I will certainly call her again.
Who's the individual?
Arla Carlson?
It's just kind of like the town of Day we have over here on Elm, we share that one.
Okay. Permit activity from Marathon County. The rezone application dated September 10th of this year, submitted by William Draheim, has been withdrawn per Tim Vreeland. The Marshfield Plan Commission will hold a public hearing on Tuesday, October 16th at 7 p.m. in the City Hall Council Chambers to review the conditional use request by the Marshfield Clinic to amend the conditions of Resolution 2017-52 to grant an extension to submit a campus master plan for the property located at 1001 North Oak Avenue. Marathon County today provided an update regarding the uniform addressing project, and all the board members were emailed a copy of it. And that is all I have.
Okay. Treasurer?
Also, you have your reconciliation in your packets, your match Tulis. Any questions on that?
The check, the bad check, dates was.
Are you talking about the one you was talking about?
Yeah, is that gonna change that? That's not.
No, that
No.
won't change that,
No,
that's just an
Because it's a
outstanding
date.
check.
Okay.
Hopefully
It's-
we'll get her to do something.
No, it's,
Yeah, when we talk about checks to approve, we can address it.
Yep.
yeah, that's not gonna change the financial.
No.
No, because the check's dated the 8th of October.
Most of the finance work stuff that I have to discuss is in the new business stuff, unfinished in the new business. And the only thing I request, which is gonna come up for him in his report next, or check approval, is that we're gonna go ahead and get, we're both on stamps, we even need stamps to mail out this. So I'm gonna make a request via a check through him for the stamps for the taxes as well, at the same time. So I'm going to request a check for $1,042.
Anybody?
So are you doing that now?
If you could.
You could do it now, or you can do it in this report.
Okay, is there a motion to pre-approve a check for $1,042 for stamps?
I'll move to approve a check for $1,042, pre-approval for purchase of stamps.
Second.
Okay, the motion's been made and seconded to pre-approve a check for $1,042 for stamps for the clerk and treasurer. Is there any discussion?
Do you have a check number what that's gonna be?
It'll be the next check on your list.
I'm guessing that it's gonna be,
Oh, his first.
15947.
that's what I guess. Of course, you know, Bob a check, so.
The bonds will be 15948.
Oh. Four eight, and what did you say?
47 for the stamps.
15947 should probably be the check number.
Stamps, okay. Okay.
I need a
Mhm.
Okay,
Roll call.
Bob,
Aye.
Dave,
Aye.
Kevin,
Aye.
Russ, Carolyn,
Aye.
motion carries 5-0. On the list of, oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, checks to approve.
Okay, on your list of checks to approve, they're not in numerical order because payroll checks somehow leapfrog the regular checks. So you've got a check sequence of, you've got two lists. You've got the list that was provided to you in your packet, and then there was a supplemental list that I set out in front of your seats. Those were late bills that arrived today, that got paid. We're looking for approval on check numbers 15870 to 15939. And checks from the supplemental list, numbered 15940 to 15946. And 3 electronic fund transfers numbered 1764, 1765, and 1766. Check number 15901 issued to Bob was for too much, so that will have to be voided, and a check for a lesser amount will have to be reissued to him. I do want to note that a previous check to Northwest Recycling for check number 15831 for $17,787.38 was voided, and it was a check number 15870, which is on your list, for $9,163.46, was reissued in its place so that recycling is right on budget.
Mike, I might be missing a page. I got 15940 to 15946 that was left on my desk.
Yep, that's the supplemental list.
Okay.
And then you should have 3 pages, and they're not.
I only have 2 pages in the packet.
Do you have, does everybody have 2 pages only?
2 of 2. Mhm.
I've got 3.
I got 3.
You got
2 of
2. And you guys that have 3 shares.
I didn't catch it.
So I don't have the one that has mine. I'll check out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Do you have that?
yeah, I've got 3, but I didn't get the numbers.
Yeah, we need the, well, are you gonna just read over the numbers again for us? In the,
What you left on your,
Yeah.
Oh, this one here.
okay.
Okay,
So, right, so where is that?
that's the one where you're gonna approve, that isn't written.
It's not written.
These 2 are. He's gonna, right? You just made that motion.
No, the reason it's not written is because there was a mistake. But I don't see, should I be seeing the original check?
Yeah.
What number is this?
Right on top of your pile.
It's 15901 on Dave's list.
yeah, we got it here.
That's the page I'm looking
It's dated 10/8.
at. That's okay, I'm missing that page. I'll look on it.
So you should have checks 15870 through 15939,
Yes.
and checks 15940 to 15946 on the supplemental list.
Okay.
And you should also have on the main list, electronic fund transfers numbered 1764, 1765, and 1766.
Yes.
1764 will be toward the end of September. 1765 and 1766 will be at the beginning of October.
So then the rest of them, were there more? You said something about you made the changes for the recycling?
Oh, I just noted that previously approved check number 15831 issued to Northwest Recycling for $17,787.38 was voided. And we reissued, which is a check number 15870, which is first on your list of checks to approve, for $9,163.46,
Okay,
was reissued in its place.
okay. Got it.
We had assumed that the second bill of the year was the same as the first, which is why there was overpayment. Perfect.
Okay.
So let me try this and bear with me, Michael.
Sure.
Make the motion to approve checks 15940 through 15946. Electronic transfers 1764, 1765, 1766. But to exclude check 15901 and include a check for replacement 15948.
But you also have to have.
You missed the top line.
through
15940 15870 to 15939.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Is there any further discussion with this? Or there was, did no one
Not
second?
yet, no.
Oh, no, someone second it, please?
I'll second it.
Okay, any further discussion? Okay. All right, Mike, we can vote.
Bob?
Aye.
Dave?
Aye.
Kevin?
Aye.
Russ? Carolyn?
Aye.
Motion carries 5-0.
Okay, the Birch Street Road project, you pretty much covered that, Dave, right?
I have a question of, are we gonna approve that, those two checks that we added on?
We did it.
You did that,
Did that, okay,
you did the one anyway.
okay, thank you.
Mhm.
So we're all covered here for
Yep.
all the checks, okay.
No, okay.
All right, the Birch Street Road project, was there more that you wanted to add to that, Dave?
We're just waiting for Earth to get the base course on there, and I'm thinking he's got a big project in town, and we're playing second fiddle. But with the weather, it might be a while, so that's, I haven't checked with him, but Pat, I've been over there and looked at it, and so far, so good.
Okay. Town credit card,
Okay, I handled that with the bank, along with Carolyn, we both went in there. And you wanted it to be no more than 3,000. We did that, it was split in half, fire department gets 1,500, the clerk could use 1,500. We hopefully will have that by the end of the week. The due date on that will be the 20th of each month. So we have plenty of time to pay that, so we don't incur any fees. The names on those is the clerk and Rodney Bauer and the assistant chief, Adam Knapp.
okay? September budget versus actual report and additional 2018 budget amendments.
The budget versus actual report, I did my darndest to try to get it in bigger font for you. I just cannot, I tried, but I can't. The budget versus actual report was ran on October 2nd, and it reflected checks written through October 8th. Any of the checks that were on that supplemental list were dated October 9th and are not on this report, just so you know. So quite a number of checks did come through, or a big dollar amount did come through. At our last budget workshop, we talked about a list of, compiling a list of budget changes necessary to make sure that we're not overspent on some of our expenditures in the budget. And we also wanted to delete any dollars that were in the budget but we were never gonna get, so that the budget's not overstated. And I think that gives us a really good, better handle on where we're gonna be for the rest of the year, if we can do that. So, if you don't have any other questions about the budget, we could maybe move on to the list that is numbered 11. 2018 Town of McMillan proposed budget changes dated today. Thought maybe we could just go through these changes one at a time and then approve the whole list. You ready to go down the list? Okay. The second account, the lottery tax credit, account number 41-116. The budget had $13,360 in it. That is money that is actually gets absorbed in the levy. Those aren't real dollars that we're going to receive. So what I'm recommending is that you decrease the lottery tax credit account and increase account number 59900, other miscellaneous finance uses, by the same amount, $13,360. Incidentally, I made a note at the top of your page that the beginning balance in 59,900 other miscellaneous finance uses, as of today, was 45,814. That's significant because at the end, that'll be substantially less.
Mike, I think in that one you want to say increase 5990. You said that verbally, but in our written report it's decrease.
It's decrease. It is, that is correct.
Decrease,
Decrease each of those accounts.
got it.
Reference. Okay. All right. The next one is account number 51110, association dues. That's an expense. That's going to be toward the bottom of page 1. Association dues. 51110-03 is $25 over budget right now. So I'd recommend that you increase association dues and decrease 59,900 other miscellaneous finance uses by $1,000. Anybody have a question about that one?
Did we have dues yet that had to be paid?
I believe there were some things for you guys to attend through the end of the year, possibly. There might be something for you to attend,
Some meetings, you mean?
some meetings or workshops, perhaps. I don't know, we talked about this at the meeting, that's why I wrote down, 1,000.
Yeah, I don't have that with me, so I don't remember.
Okay. The next one, mileage 51110-09. That one is $15, $16 over budget. We recommend that you increase that mileage account by $300 and decrease 511-110-01 printing and postage by $300. I believe we talked about that one as well. We also talked about increasing by $200 the legal account, 51300. That's going to be on the next page. Pardon me. That's on your front page still. That one is about $40 away from being over budget.
It's 2,000.
Yeah, you're gonna take 2,000 from 59,900 again, and increase the legal budget by the same amount. Clerk expenses. The 2016 or 2017 payroll taxes that had to be paid, the previous clerk had charged them to a refunds account, and we pulled it out of that account, which had no money in it. And Jeff Kropp, the accountant, recommends that the clerical error should be charged to the clerk expense account, so I'm asking that you increase the clerk expense account by $1,952.29 and take that from 59,900 other miscellaneous finance uses. Clerk mileage needs $90, and we recommend that you also get that money from 59,900 other miscellaneous finance uses. Number 7 is a note about some options you have about, I believe, Kevin, you said that it's going to cost approximately $500 in concrete and parking lot seal coating. Is that
5,000.
5,000.
5,000? Yeah, you've got some options here to pay for it. You've got $2,157.45 in the town hall expenses account, which is 51605. You've got $1,000 in the capital outlay account, which is on the last page of your expenses. That's account 57140, general public buildings. And you've got the ability to take the balance of $1,842.55 from 59,900 other miscellaneous finance uses. At the same time, you could increase the town hall expense account by $2,842.55 and pay the whole $5,000 out of that account. Fire department needed some more money from electricity, so we're recommending that you increase the corresponding account for it and decrease their training and education account by $1,000. Rescue 3 is underfunded, and we're looking to get, I'm pretty sure Rodney had agreed to this at the meeting, that we would take that money from the Pump 5 account. The state grant expense account was underfunded, and we recommend taking $300 from the SCBA account to fund that. We talked about at the budget meeting about the idea of paying our insurance expenses in early January, probably before the first board meeting. So I've got a note here to pre-approve a check for early January 2019 for insurance expenses. I guess pre-approval, I guess, is what you're looking for. Back up to the revenues on page 1. I think it's going to be in the middle. Try to find the dog licenses account, $44,210. Oh, right in the middle, $915 was budgeted. Donna explained to me that that's an in-out account. That account essentially is zero at the end of the year. Is that correct, Donna?
Yes.
Okay. So you've over budgeted $915 in revenues, and I recommend that you decrease miscellaneous finance uses by that same amount, so that you're not overstating revenues. Anybody have any questions about that one? $915. Similarly, a late dog licenses account, number 45100-10, had $20 of revenue budgeted in it. Donna has explained to me that we don't pursue the late dog licenses at penalty, so that will have to be fixed, and the money would come through from miscellaneous finance uses once again. Parks revenues, we're not going to collect any more park revenue for the year. I'm hazard to guess. So park revenues would be overstated, or budgeted park revenues would be overstated by $550. We want to decrease that by $550 and decrease other miscellaneous finance uses by the same amount, so that you're not overstating the potential for revenue there. Same with special meeting charges. We had $300 in special meeting charge revenues budgeted for this year. I go on a limb and say we're probably not going to collect any of those monies for special meetings through the end of the year, like a public hearing that someone might request as an example. So we'd want to decrease $59,900 other miscellaneous finance uses by $300 as well, so that those revenues aren't overstated. The total proposed decreases in 59,900 other miscellaneous finance uses is $18,459.84. So that brings you down, I think, to probably about 27,000 or so in there. I do have a couple of notes. If you need funds for whatever, there's available funds that amount to $900 in highway administration that probably won't be used through the end of the year, and in 56,300-10 planning expense, there's $3,986 remaining in there. Can you think of anything that Plan Commission needs in the way of expenses through the end of the year?
Whatever we turned in January for our meeting expenses.
Okay, that would be for that, you've got payroll.
That you
budget
should have
line item.
budgeted, so,
This is additional expenses beyond that.
no, you can't do anything.
Oh,
Yes.
we have a lady here that has offered to help us complete the comprehensive plan that was never completed. I mean, it was completed, but it was never entered in the computer. And so that we had the, whatever, you know, the whole complete comprehensive plan brought up to date. And so there will be some expense there because she said she would do this for minimum wage. Most of the plan is in place, but we do need the updates put in. But it's gonna take some work on the computer to go through each individual category that needs to be updated. So I would guess that we might need some money in there yet.
Okay.
I'm not sure, I don't know, I don't have a clue at this point because we haven't gone through to give you an estimate of how much time it will take. But that would be under the Plan Commission. And then also, Mike, you had talked about the possibility of starting the conversation, this Mike Joyce, who is on the Plan Commission, who is trying to digitalize some of our records. And so we haven't gotten started on that, but we plan to. And I have no clue. We're going to try and get as much as we can from the county to work with, so. So I guess I would like, at this point, some money left in there for that.
I'll put a note after comprehensive plan and digital records expenses are paid. I do have one final note listed at the bottom of that page, and that had to do with a question that Kevin had at the last regular board meeting about a budget versus actual report on September 14th of this year. There was $1,095 in fire protection fee revenues listed. You didn't have that as a budgeted line item at the time. That's the account that I assigned that revenue to. And after meeting with Jeff Kropp of Accounting Workshop, I had learned that the money that we received from mutual aid should be going into account number 47323. Any account number that is in the 43,000 series is money that we received from the state of Wisconsin. This mutual aid money is money that we receive from other municipalities, so this particular account number is the more appropriate place for it.
That 47323?
Yeah,
Okay.
and I made some notes as to basically answering Kevin's question at the bottom of that page, so.
Because at one page it was there, and the next page
Yeah.
it wasn't.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of a common, I mean, I'd like to be able to report every time that, I find a clerical error and fix it. And I should jot it down and let you know, but I don't. So I hope that sheds some light on your question that you had, so. I guess, with your approval, I look for you to approve this list of budget changes that I submitted, and then I will make the changes to the budget and load them into the budget worksheet and our budget in QuickBooks for future budget versus actual reports and for the budget worksheet that we're putting together for next year. And then I think this will give you a better reflection on how much revenue you'll have through the end of the year. Or could potentially have.
Okay, so you want a motion to approve the list of the budget changes that you've brought forth.
If you would, please.
Is there a motion?
I'll move that we approve the town of McMillan proposed budget changes dated October 8th, 2018, to the appropriate designations, 1 through 15,
Yep.
as noted on October 8th, 2018.
Second.
Okay, the motion has been made and seconded to approve the 2018 Town of McMillan proposed budget changes for October document dated October 8th, 2018, and approve the list of the budget changes. Is there any further discussion on this? Okay, let's vote.
Bob? Aye. Dave?
Aye.
Kevin?
Aye.
Russ? Carolyn?
Aye.
Motion carries 5-0.
So just so everybody understands out there, a lot of this was what the budget was before to QuickBooks now, as far as lines that we had whether there was numbers in or we had to have something in. It's not that there magically was money that appeared or disappeared. This is more of a cleaning up the current QuickBook financial report, whatever we are going to right now, and as we kind of all agreed during the budget workshop that no matter who is going to be our clerk in the future, this is now the standard. This is what we're going to be using as a township, so we don't have,
Changes all the time.
yeah.
The idea is,
Not that anybody did anything wrong, it just, this is what McMillan is going to use from this point forward.
all you're trying to do is align your account numbers on your budget with the Form C reporting that you do in the spring of each year. So they're aligned. The better you can do that, the easier it is to fill out your form.
Mhm.
The insurance, is that on that list?
That was, that.
It's on,
Yeah.
okay, is that on?
Yeah.
Okay. Annual Whistler Road certification report. Dave?
Well, we're working on it. We're looking to find some CSM and some minutes to back up that report. And did we find any more 16 minutes?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Since we met.
Mhm.
Okay. So then hopefully that should get that in the mail and done.
Yeah, if you stop in tomorrow, you might find what you're looking for.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Okay, plus we need some plat maps. And I hope we're able to find those.
Well, we're hoping in the minutes, it states in the
The
We
date.
did some looking today, and I think it's 14, so we have those minutes. We'll go through
Okay,
those.
okay,
So hopefully we'll read through those tomorrow and find those.
okay.
I did look at some of the CSM stuff that's in the PC office,
Mm-hmm,
and I didn't find them there, but I did get through all the piles. And while I'm talking about that, PC needs to let us know what they want for maps, because don't we have to order all the new maps with all the house numbers and everything on for everybody at the same time?
Probably,
I don't know.
We get,
It's this year, so we should try to come up with that. They should.
Right, because I think the fire department already has theirs.
They have theirs, we need some for the town hall. He asked me about those, and I told him kind of what they want, it goes over in that office, and I think you brought up what you wanted in here.
Mhm.
So it'll just be PCs, because then they'll run those all at the same time.
Okay, okay. Okay,
So it's not on the agenda, but do you want to touch on that addressing right now? Since it was just brought up.
oh, yes, yeah, it's just, I didn't have it, Joe sent me this today, just this afternoon. I intended to be at the meeting this evening, but something came up. I checked the websites for the progress on addressing. As of October 4th, the last update on the website, the last town to get their addresses listed is Day. The work is still being done in Emmett and Green Valley. The next two to be getting a list of addresses are Cleveland and Wayne. I think we did know that before. And then we should be shortly after that. I heard a report on the radio that because of the late start this spring and the inclement weather recently, the contractor doesn't expect to finish the entire county this year, but does expect to finish all the towns south of Highway 29. So I did get the letter announcement.
Do they have all the north done?
The 8 municipalities of Berlin, Bern, Halsey, Hamburg, Johnson, Rib Falls, Reap Rock, and Stettin will receive new uniform addresses beginning in May of 2019, when the county-wide readdressing project is scheduled to resume. Until then, citizens, business owners, landowners in these municipalities should continue to use their current address for driver license renewals, check reordering, until they receive the official notice of address change from the county. For public reasons, the new addresses cannot be released before then. It is not yet known if the towns of Brighton, Holton, Hall, and Spencer can be completed before the project is suspended due to weather. Now, they don't say anything about McMillan in there or Old Plain. So I think that they do plan to get to us yet. Hopefully, the snow doesn't fly before then.
On the website this afternoon, it does not show us getting done yet. And there's a blurb underneath saying due to the weather.
So
So it's 50/50.
But that's,
it's 50-50, yeah, it's a 50-50 whether we're gonna get it or not, so.
That announcement that Carol had just read is gonna be posted on our website too, on the home page.
Okay. All right, Fall Fest update.
Well, to date, we have a total of $27,812.60 worth of income, $15,995.70 with expenses, leaving us with a balance of $11,816.88 as a profit at this point.
So do we have everything in yet?
I think so. I think it's complete.
Pretty darn close.
The only questions that we're working on right now is their brought, when they do the election day, as to how he wants those incomes reported. He'd like a separate line, just so the board knows. If, and I discussed this, we do have a separate line for those funds coming in. But then you must remember that then at the end of the year, those have to be extracted from the general account because those are fundraiser monies. When talking with the chief, he didn't want them added to the Fall Fest. So if we're not gonna put them in that account, then we have to extract them and do something else. Those numbers.
Okay.
We're trying to go back a couple of years and see. I know they've done it more than 1 year. We don't know where they're posted yet, and we haven't had time to look into it. And, you know, how much of the general budget has of those monies as well. So there may be a little more than what they made this year, because if those monies were fundraisers, they need to come over that general checking. Okay.
Stott Road Bridge, thank you. Stott Road Bridge. We have, you all got your packets with your information on it?
How did you guys, did you?
I gave everybody a copy. So what we have to do is approve the schedule of the costs there and what they're presenting. We have to approve that and send them back all these copies. So on page 3 of 9, those are all those estimated costs that they say we have to pay. The bottom line for us, okay, we'll start at the top with the design. What we're going to owe is $26,146. Now we have that CD. And what do we have in that CD?
$20,205.88. You're talking about the fire department CD?
No.
Which one?
No, this
Oh,
is
the
for the bridge. That's
Oh, for
would
the
be under
bridge.
the highway.
We have to take 20,000 out of that one
For the fire department,
Yes,
but
that's
what is the,
grand total in that one.
should be about 60.
Report.
Yeah, it's on there. It's on your financial report, the highway CD.
Oh.
It's like 78,000 and change.
How much? 70?
Look at that one, it's 79 and change for that one. It is $79,058.53.
Yeah.
And we'll be taking 20 of that out to,
Minus 20,
yes, for the fire department's
yes,
balance.
yeah. That we put in there last year for safekeeping, right? Yeah. Okay, so that leaves us, you know, approximately 59,000 in there. So if that comes through in 19, we do have that, we have that covered. But then our total cost then for the whole thing is $179,526 for the bridge. So, and Jim Griesbach said that I'm not sure that we will get the design done in 2019, but they have up to 5 years to get this project done. So we may have a little leeway, but I would hope that we can get the end of the year back into that CD to build that up so that we end up, I think at least
110,000 that we need to put away somehow.
Yes.
Or retain.
Yes. So we'll just keep that in mind. And that, so, I guess you've all gone over these figures. We have to sign. This request is subject to the terms and conditions that follow pages 4 through 9, is made by the undersigned under proper authority to make sure such request was a designated municipality, and upon signature by the state and delivery to the municipality shall constitute agreement between the municipality and the state. No term or provision of neither the state municipal agreement nor any of its attachments may be changed, waived, or terminated orally, but only by an instrument in writing executed by both parties to the state municipal agreement. So, we need a motion to approve, I guess we call it the Local Bridge Program Project Award.
Carolyn, can I ask you, I didn't get to read that report. Is there a time frame on that as to how long it's gonna take them to replace that? Like the whole month for preparation?
No,
No.
I didn't read any of that. I think that, I don't know, did anybody else see that? I didn't.
Nothing yet.
Here, the construction of the subject improvement will be in accordance with the appropriate standards and work to be formed. You know, all this is, it gives you all of this stuff, but it does, did not see any specific. Okay, well, here, Jim told me it was, they have up to 5 years, but it says in here, in accordance with the state's sunset policy for local bridge program projects, the subject 2017 to 2022 local bridge program improvement must be constructed and in final acceptance within 6 years from the start of fiscal year 2019 or by June 30th, 2024.
Okay.
So that
And
is
it's currently scheduled for 2021.
Right, so, you've got 3 years to keep that, get that money collected.
this, after that. So, we need a motion to approve the local bridge program project award.
I'll move to approve the local bridge program project award for the Stott Avenue Bridge.
Second.
Okay, the motion has been made to approve the local bridge program project award for the Stott Bridge project. Is there any discussion, any questions about it? I think they're probably pretty much gonna tell us exactly what happens here, so.
So we're on the, for those that haven't seen it, we're on the hook for a total of $179,526, and the total cost is $897,630. So it's an 80-10-10.
Okay, any discussion? Vote, please.
Bob?
Aye.
Dave?
Aye.
Kevin?
Aye.
Russ?
Aye.
Carolyn? I'm sorry, Carol?
Yeah, I said aye.
Motion carries 5-0.
Sorry. We have to sign 3 copies of this to return to you. Okay. So let's move on to new business, the 2019 community picnic.
I've had some communication back and forth with Lee as far as, I was hoping he was gonna be here, so I'm not sure how much we're gonna get accomplished on this. Here's the report for what was spent and who won and what they won. read it all partially because the handwriting looks really neat, but I can't read it. So there's a report on that. Some of the discrepancies, as far as how it is actually supposed to be set up, Lee was working on that. So there's really nothing else we can do until the legal guidance is, as far as make sure it's set up right, so we can have it next year.
And you all got this email from him, correct? And, okay. With the publication, what was it? You said something. I can't remember what it was. Public purpose doctrine. That's what we need to follow, so, okay.
I got a question on that though. Where does the picnic come into that? To that public purpose doctrine?
It means that anything that is spent within the township, this is my understanding, is that we do not, unless we have an event and you raise money, then you can give that money away. But unless you go through all the legal steps to get to that point, that's where it fits.
How do all the other townships that do this have a community picnic and give prizes away to get away with it then without? I mean, it makes absolutely no sense, because I read that, and I don't see where it pertains to us. I just don't.
It seems to pertain more to eminent domain.
Right.
Well, I don't know, and so he's not here, so he'll have
Yeah, 'cause I was
to,
gonna
he'll
ask
have to
him.
fill us in on it, so.
I read it too, and, it said it pertains to eminent domain, and we're not
Yeah, that doesn't really have anything to
to
do
do
with
with a
this.
picnic.
So at the point that we have this for discussion again, when Lee is here,
Bring it back.
open up
Okay,
the floor for
Discussion.
purposes for
Yeah.
committee members.
yes. Okay, October 25th. I think that's a date,
Yeah.
incorrect date.
Yeah. The clerk says it should be October 23rd.
Yes, yes, I think that's correct. 23rd. Okay, we got that straight. So we
That's
will
at
have
That's at 6 o'clock?
6 o'clock. And at that time, we probably will have a CSM to approve at maybe October 23rd.
Okay.
If, depending on what the city,
Joint plan.
the Joint Plan Commission, if they approve it. It's a division of property for Jeff Nicola.
And then we're gonna talk about the revenues, and then we're gonna nail down the insurance and the road expenditures.
Yes, the ones to finish out, yes,
Try to
for our
wrap
budget,
everything up,
try to get it complete.
And the levy and any discussion of the
Yeah,
levy.
yeah. Okay. Set date for the November budget meeting. Did we, I was thinking that we had, maybe it wasn't, maybe it was the annual meeting, I guess, when we set the date, not the budget. Okay.
I think, Carolyn, I think you're right. It was set.
I was
If
thinking
you
that
go
it
back
was,
to
but
the
I
minutes,
can't
think-
find
I
any
think
notes.
Yeah, because Larry made the motion.
Well, that was 2 years ago.
Yeah, but I think he did it again also this last year. I think, if we go back through the minutes.
I tried to find the minutes, I can't find my minutes. Where I cannot find the budget
Annual meetings.
annual, no, the budget hearing,
From last fall?
yeah. I don't know. So I don't, Dave, you're the one that keeps all your papers. Do you have
I'm
that?
gonna have to go dig.
Well, I already went digging in mine and I couldn't find it, so it would be the November budget meeting of 2017.
I think his call on that was to have it before the 15th of November, if I'm not mistaken.
I think
They wanted to have it before deer hunting, I know that.
Right, before the 15th, is what here,
Last year was December.
year before.
Year before, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I know he made, that's when he made that.
I think it was, he wants to have it by the 15th of November, so it's before deer hunting and all that good stuff.
15th is the Thursday before deer hunting.
I'll pick a date before that then.
So it has to be posted how far in advance?
15 days.
15 days.
15th?
how much time do you need
What is, what
after
day is
the
that?
23rd to get
Thursday.
things in?
Election day.
Well, you need the 15 days.
By,
You don't count the 23rd.
okay,
You don't count the 24th to be safe.
okay.
And add 15 days to that. So what's your calendar say?
So if we meet on the 23rd,
That's October.
correct. As far as what the board is going to put forth, then you would have,
So we're gonna finish with our meeting then, David, can you then put that thing, that whole
15.
thing together?
Days,
Well,
15 days after is the 13th of November, which is a Tuesday,
the 13th of November,
right? If I'm counting days right, after the 23rd.
well, it's still got, it's gotta get prepared to get set
That's what I'm
in,
saying,
so
so
it's,
don't put the 24th in.
Because then they see it. Carolyn, what might be to the benefit of everybody is if it was posted, you're 15 days ahead, so it was posted at the election.
That's gonna
yeah. Yeah,
happen.
but you have to have the whole budget summary ready.
Yep.
By
The election is November,
6th.
6.
so it should be done by then anyway.
Oh, it has to be done by
Yeah.
So, but because that would, people would be going in and out of the
Well, here.
building, and they would also see it.
It has to be done. If they're having it before the 15th of November.
The only other question I have is what did the 2017 meeting of the electors minutes say?
Yes.
I'd like to have that in front of me
Well, I think that we're pretty much in agreement that it was around, right around that 15th time, so unless we can find those minutes, I don't know where they are. So,
so on the 23rd, we're done, that gives 24th, 25th, 26th for the remainder of that week. And then you've got the 29th, 30th, 31st in October. So that means you're gonna have to work Wednesday. Prepare that. How long
tell
do
us
you
what your thoughts are, Mike.
I don't know.
Well, you can let us know what you figure out when we
Okay.
meet on the 23rd. How's that?
Yeah.
Hmm?
Would not coming Monday and working Tuesday, Wednesday that week be more beneficial for you? You can adjust your schedule.
The problem is there's never any shortage of things to do.
Why don't you on the 23rd tell us when that
Yeah.
meeting date will be?
I'll figure something out. Okay.
Are you a deer hunter? Oh, see, well, you guys are safe. Okay. Rescue 3 replacement breather equipment.
What was their public works CD?
Oh, CD, sorry, this one.
Well, I need to ask permission of the board to allow me to remove 20,000 from that CD, so that I can get it back into the general fund for the purchase of the rescue, if they buy it. So when we go close in time, I'll get permission. If they go down there this next week and they, the end of the week, and they, or the end of next week, and decide that it is a go, that I can quickly do that. Because they'll have to have the check
In hand.
in hand, right. So we'll leave it in there as long as I can. But I still need permission to move that.
Yes, okay.
So,
Okay, so we need a motion to remove the $20,000 from the Public Works CD, which will go for the Rescue 3.
I did the motion to put it in there, so I'll make the motion to transfer $20,000 from the public works CD to the general fund.
Seconds.
Okay, the motion has been made and seconded to transfer $20,000 from the Public Works CD to the general fund for the purchase of the Rescue 3 replacement. And if they don't get it, then it'll go right back in there, I suppose.
if I can kind of wait to the day, and we can write the check on, there's plenty of money in the general fund to write it. Then if they don't get that one, and we can leave it in there, then we won't lose the interest. So that's my reasoning for doing it this way, and then, the day that it happens and Rod calls and says it's a go, well, then I'll run down there and do it quick.
Okay.
Otherwise, you extended that CD for 1 year, and I believe that comes due the end of March. So we'll leave it in there. Because
And we checked on the interest and it was almost nothing, right?
Not a whole lot of interest at this point, but it's the best we could get at the time. And you put it in for a year.
Yeah, the company, sorry.
Yeah, it was left over from last year. That we- From the public safety, that we put it into the bridge fund, just to have it into
A CD,
a
a
savings.
savings account.
Instead of creating a new one, we put it into the 60.
Yeah. So, any further discussion? We can wait until we can do it that way. Just to issue the check. Any further discussion? Okay, vote.
Bob?
Aye.
Dave?
Aye.
Kevin?
Aye.
Russ?
No.
Carolyn?
Aye.
Motion carries 4-1.
Rescue 3 replacement and breather equipment is the next one. So they're going down to check out the machine, and they will be writing the full amount check out of their Fall Fest funds. And Russ, that 20,000 in that was what they had saved at the end of the year, last year, and
I
designated.
understand.
Okay,
I just,
okay. So,
I still go back to my original way it was, not put it in the budget.
well, it's theirs, it's their Fall Fest funds, so they're planning.
I thought it was money left over from the
No, it was
budget.
budget money left over.
It's not for.
Oh, I see, okay, got it. Okay, and the breather equipment, so we have put an application in for the loan for up to $150,000. The payment will be, we haven't gotten that yet, But the payment will be $32,000, so it's a little over $1,000 difference than what we're paying for the ladder. So that is that, on that one. That's more of a report than anything.
So how's the trip gonna be funded for them to go down and
Out of their fund.
it's coming out Fall Fest this time?
I don't remember how did we arrange that? I don't remember.
They have funds in their Rescue 3 account, so it'll probably be applied there. They
Rescue
have,
3 is empty.
Yeah, actually, remove funds from the Fund Rescue 3.
Yeah.
so they'll do that, and if they take it out of Fall Fest, that'll be up to them where they take it, out of their budget, or not Fall Fest funds, or either one. They choose. They have, there won't be, I don't believe there'll be a lot of expenses unless something happens to it on that. The fire department that's down there is a full fire department, so they expressed an invitation for them to stay right on site
At the fire station.
at the station, so there won't even be hotel rooms, there'll just be fuel and food.
Are you renting the vehicle this time, or?
The last time I heard that that's what they were planning to do, if they cannot find anything else, they'll get one again, like they did the last time, they get a van. There's just 4 of them that's going, and they need tools and all that stuff to go with. So those will be the expenses.
Shouldn't be tools.
Should
Well, that's what they thought the last time too, and they, something happened, so.
Okay, the clerk replacement. You're going to be putting out an ad, is that what you said? Or we did what, I don't remember what it
Direction
is.
from the board.
Pardon me?
I was waiting direction from the board.
Oh, from the board, okay. Okay, yes, so I guess we need to get an ad out. And I thought you were going to,
I was gonna put an ad in the
in
Wisconsin
the
Municipal
Clerks
Clerks
Association. Yes. Okay. Anything
Which
else for the
newspaper?
good of the town?
Which newspaper do you want the ad?
News Herald? That's-
Okay,
I
yeah.
mean, or,
Yep.
you know, the clerk's thing is the best, so.
Why don't they just use the ones that they have on file from the last time?
Because there wasn't, except for Mike, there wasn't a single one that had any clerk experience. And that is what we are going to ask for. Because it's become very obvious that, you know, people don't realize what is involved with this job. It's not just a secretarial job. And it takes a lot of time.
More than 24 hours a week.
Yes.
I
Absolutely.
I knew that.
Well, so-
I mean,
Yeah,
we
it
talked about
does,
that
and
last year,
they-
that, you know, they need at least 30 hours a week, but
Well,
I
yes,
hired Mike at
that's true,
24.
but they also need experience, because it takes someone that has had nothing to do with government, they don't have a clue what all this job involves, correct?
Oh, that's why I give you the detailed report every month that shows what I do,
Yeah.
and correct me if I'm wrong, but it's more than 24 hours a week.
It is. So, anyway, we have a motion, we need a motion for you to put the ad out? No, just, you, please do that.
Okay.
Okay, it's your turn.
Motion to adjourn?
Is there a second?
Second.
Okay, motion has been made and seconded to adjourn. All in favor, say aye. Nay? Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.